Over 60. For worse coffees to avoid and for you must drink. Elderly health tips. If you're over 60, there are 4 types of coffee you should avoid and 4 much healthier ones you should drink instead. For decades, coffee has been marketed as your loyal morning companion. That comforting first sip, the rich aroma filling your kitchen, the promise of clearer focus and even better heart health. But once you pass 60, the story shifts, and not in the way most people think. Recent studies reveal some surprising news. One type of coffee can raise bad cholesterol by as much as 45 points in only 4 weeks. Another has been linked to a 72% higher risk of stroke in older adults. And yet, these same coffees are still sold everywhere, often labeled as heart-friendly. Millions of seniors drink them daily, never realizing the silent damage they may be doing to their heart, brain, and kidneys. This isn't your fault. Large companies often hide the truth behind clever marketing and half-truths, so the risks don't reach you. That's why in today's video, I'll share the 4 coffees older adults should stay away from, the ones quietly stealing your health, and show you 4 better choices that can protect your memory, keep your muscles strong, and reduce disease risk. This isn't advertising. This is real science. So before you take your next sip tomorrow morning, you'll want to hear this. But first, let me ask you 2 quick questions. What kind of coffee do you usually drink? And have you ever skipped breakfast and only had coffee instead? Share your answer in the comments below. I read and reply to each one personally, and you'll get tips that fit your situation. Worst coffee number 4, flavored instant coffee packets. You'll know this one right away. It smells wonderful. It's sold in every store and it feels so convenient. But for older adults, it may be slowly wearing down your kidneys. At first glance, they look harmless, even comforting. They're quick to make, they smell inviting, and they come in sweet flavors like hazelnut or vanilla. Some brands even advertise added vitamins or no sugar. But what those bright labels don't tell you is the hidden danger inside. For people over 60, these mixes can quietly strain your metabolism, kidneys, and heart. A major concern is an ingredient called propylene glycol. This chemical helps artificial flavors blend evenly, which sounds harmless, but here's the truth. It's actually a byproduct of petroleum. Younger people might handle small amounts without much trouble, but as kidney function naturally slows with age, older adults can't process as well, and it may build up, putting extra stress on your organs. A 2022 study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who drank flavored instant coffee daily were 39% more likely to develop insulin resistance, which is a dangerous step toward type 2 diabetes. And that's not all. Many of these mixes also hide trans fats, often listed as hydrogenated palm oil. Trans fats are well known for raising bad cholesterol and fueling plaque in the arteries. In fact, a 5-year study published in the American Journal of Clinical Lipidology tracked more than 1,400 seniors and found that daily use of hydrogenated creamers raised heart attack risk by 28%. And then there are the artificial sweeteners like sucralose and acesulfame potassium. These chemicals can upset the natural balance of healthy gut bacteria, the very bacteria that protect you against inflammation and support immunity. When that balance is disturbed, digestion suffers, inflammation rises, and your defenses against disease weaken. If you enjoy a touch of flavor in your coffee, add it naturally. A drop of pure vanilla extract, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a bit of unsweetened cocoa can bring the same sense of comfort without harming your kidneys, heart, or blood sugar. Worst coffee number 3. Coffee with artificial non-dairy creamers. Additives aren't the only problem. The next type of coffee looks creamy and harmless, but that little swirl could be hurting your brain and your waistline. For many people over 60, coffee doesn't feel complete without that creamy finish. And if you're lactose intolerant, non-dairy creamers may seem like the perfect solution. But here's the reality. That tiny splash might actually be more harmful than the coffee itself. Most store-bought creamers aren't made from milk at all. They're blends of synthetic oils, preservatives, and fillers that get harder for the body to handle as we age and become more sensitive to chemicals. One of the most concerning ingredients is titanium dioxide. It's added to make creamers look smooth and bright white, the very same substance used in paint. According to a 2021 study in the Journal of Toxicological Sciences, titanium dioxide triggered oxidative stress in human cells, which sped up tissue damage and aging. In lab tests, researchers even saw DNA damage after just 4 weeks of exposure. Another issue is the hydrogenated oils inside these creamers, which are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While the body does need small amount of omega-6, too much throws off the balance between inflammation and healing. Seniors with higher omega-6 levels scored 31% lower on memory tests, according to research in the journal Aging Cell. Over time, this imbalance can show up as joint pain, stiffness, and faster cognitive decline. And the trouble doesn't stop there. Many creamers also hide corn syrup solids and maltodextrin, processed sugars that spike blood sugar within minutes. The result is energy crashes, brain fog, and gradual weight gain around the belly. If you love that creamy flavor, there are better options. Try organic full-fat milk, even after 60. The healthy fats help your body absorb vitamins. Or go with unsweetened almond milk fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Better yet, retrain your taste buds to enjoy coffee black, maybe with just a tiny pinch of pink Himalayan salt to take the edge off the bitterness. That way, you protect your brain, your heart, and your waistline while still enjoying your favorite morning ritual. Worst coffee number 2, decaf made with chemical solvents. Maybe you've switched to decaf, thinking it's a healthier choice, but the truth is most store-bought decaf hides a chemical that could be much more dangerous than you think. Many seniors choose decaf because it seems safer. No jitters, no rapid heartbeat, and easier on blood pressure. But here's the problem. Most decaf on grocery shelves isn't made with natural water methods. Instead, it's processed with a harsh chemical called methylene chloride, the same substance used in paint removers and industrial cleaners. Coffee makers often say roasting burns this chemical away, but testing tells a different story. A Stanford University study found traces of methylene chloride up to 10 parts per million in several common decaf brands. While that level falls just below the FDA's legal limit, health experts warn that legal doesn't always mean safe, especially when you're drinking it every day after 60. Why does this matter? The EPA classifies methylene chloride as a probable human carcinogen. Even tiny amounts can reach the brain and interfere with mitochondria, the tiny power plants that fuel your brain cells. When they lose energy, you may notice memory slips, dizziness, or confusion, symptoms that can feel like the early stages of dementia. And the risks don't end with the brain. Your liver and kidneys, already working more slowly with age, are the main organs that have to filter what's left behind. Worst coffee number 1, unfiltered boiled coffee. And now we've reached the most dangerous coffee of all. Surprisingly, it's the kind that many people think is the most natural. This includes French press, Turkish coffee, Scandinavian stovetop, or any method that brews without a paper filter. It might look wholesome, but it carries a serious hidden risk. The problem is a compound in coffee oils called cafestol. Unlike cholesterol from food, cafestol directly tells your liver to produce more LDL, the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries. A 2020 study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that people who drank unfiltered coffee had a 30% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease. For older adults, LDL levels rose by as much as 45 points in just 4 weeks of daily unfiltered coffee. This is especially dangerous after 60, when arteries naturally stiffen and cholesterol buildup speeds up. Adding cafestol is like pouring fuel on the fire. It accelerates plaque growth, raises blood pressure, and increases the risk of both heart attacks and strokes. But the harm doesn't stop with the heart. Unfiltered coffee also keeps more oils and acids that can irritate the stomach, making reflux, gastritis, or ulcers worse. Over time, this irritation weakens nutrient absorption and lowers immunity. On top of that, many traditional metal coffee pots, especially older aluminum ones, can leach metals into your brew. With age, kidneys clear these metals less efficiently, adding another layer of toxic stress. The good news is the fix is simple. Use a paper filter. A drip machine or pour-over system traps most of cafestol while still letting antioxidants and flavor through. If you love your French press, you can add a paper disc to the filter or switch between unfiltered and filtered brews during the week. Even small changes can lower LDL, calm digestion, and protect your heart. For older adults, choosing filtered coffee isn't just a minor habit shift. It's an important step toward protecting arteries, easing the stomach, and lowering disease risk. Best coffee number 4, organic medium roast Arabica. Now that we covered the 4 worst coffees to avoid, let's move on to the good news. The 4 best choices every senior should enjoy, all backed by science. Number 4, organic medium roast Arabica. So why Arabica? Compared to Robusta beans, Arabica naturally has higher levels of chlorogenic acid, a powerful antioxidant with 2 big benefits. First, it helps lower inflammation, the silent fire that damages blood vessels and stiffens joints. Second, it improves how your body handles sugar, preventing sudden spikes that drain your energy and increase long-term health risks. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that seniors who drank 2 cups of Arabica daily had a 27% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes and a 19% drop in inflammation markers compared to those who skip coffee altogether. But there's something many people overlook: the water you brew with. Using unfiltered tap water can add contaminants like lead, copper, or chlorine straight into your cup. Over time, these can put stress on the kidneys and even speed up cognitive decline. Brewing with clean, filtered water ensures you enjoy all of coffee's benefits without hidden toxins. For the healthiest cup, use a drip or pour-over maker with a paper filter. The filter traps cafestal, the compound that raises cholesterol, while still allowing antioxidants and flavor to pass through. How should you drink it? Black is best for the full antioxidant effect. But if you prefer it creamy, add a splash of grass-fed whole milk or unsweetened oat milk enriched with B vitamins. Skip the sugar. For natural sweetness, try a pinch of Ceylon cinnamon. Not only does it taste great, it also helps regulate blood sugar. Best coffee number 3, cold brew concentrate. If you think Arabica is the smoothest option, wait until you hear about a type of coffee that's gentler on your stomach and may even protect your eyesight. Cold brew is easier on digestion, supports heart health, and can help keep your vision strong as you age. The secret lies in how it's made. Instead of pouring hot water over coffee grounds, cold brew is prepared by steeping coarse beans in cold water for 12 to 24 hours. This slow process lowers acidity by as much as 70%, making it far less irritating for sensitive stomachs and reducing issues like reflux, gastritis, or indigestion. Another plus is that cold brewing preserves more of coffee's natural antioxidants, especially chlorogenic acids and melanoidins. These compounds strengthen blood vessels, protect the heart, and guard against age-related eye problems. A 5-year study found that seniors who consume melanoidins daily had a 31% lower risk of macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss. Doctors at Mount Sinai tested cold brew on 400 older adults with acid reflux. Remarkably, 89% were able to drink it without symptoms, even those who had avoided coffee for years. Cold brew also delivers more benefits because no boiling water touches the grounds. This prevents the formation of bitter canic acids and keeps about 40% more metabolism-boosting compounds intact. Even better, cold brew contains up to 250% more magnesium than hot coffee, which is important for steady heart rhythm, bone strength, and healthy muscles after 60. To enjoy it, dilute 1 part concentrate with 3 parts water for a light morning boost, or mix it 1-to-1 for a stronger afternoon lift. It's also practical. Once made, it stays fresh in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. Many seniors even freeze in ice cube trays, then drop a few cubes into milk or water for instant coffee. To make it yourself, use coarsely ground medium roast Arabica beans. Combine 1 cup of grounds with 4 cups of filtered cold water. Let it steep in the fridge for 24 hours, then strain through a paper or mesh filter. Drink it black for maximum antioxidants, or add unsweetened almond or oat milk for extra calcium and even less acidity. Best coffee number 2, coffee with collagen peptides. Cold brew is a great upgrade, but there's another way to make your morning coffee do even more for your health. Imagine a cup that not only wakes you up, but also strengthens your joints, supports your bones, and helps your skin stay firm. That's exactly what happens when you add collagen peptides to your coffee. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body. It holds together your joints, muscles, bones, and skin. But as we age, production slows down. After 50, collagen levels drop about 1 to 1.5% each year. By the time you're in your 60s, the loss is noticeable. Joints become stiff or creaky. Climbing stairs feels harder. Skin starts to sag. Cuts heal slower, and muscles don't feel as strong. Many think this is just aging, but much of it comes from collagen depletion. That's why coffee makes the perfect partner. Stirring in hydrolyzed collagen peptides delivers collagen in its most absorbable form. The warmth of coffee doesn't break it down. Instead, the heat boosts circulation, helping those amino acids travel straight to tissues that need repair. Among these amino acids are glycine, which calms inflammation in joints and muscles, and proline, which plays a key role in rebuilding cartilage and connective tissue. In 2020, the Journal of Clinical Nutrition studied seniors ages 60 to 75 who took 10 grams of collagen peptides daily for 6 months. Results showed a 40% improvement in joint mobility, a 25% decrease in muscle pain, and even an increase in hip bone density, one of the most important areas for preventing fractures. To make it, brew your regular coffee, ideally a clean medium roast Arabica with filtered water. Stir in 1 scoop, about 10 grams of collagen peptides. They dissolve instantly with no flavor, so your coffee tastes the same. Drink it in the morning or before light exercise, when the combination of caffeine and collagen can improve recovery and muscle tone. Choosing the right powder is important. Look for grass-fed bovine or wild-caught marine collagen. Always choose hydrolyzed or peptides for best absorption, and make sure the brand is third-party tested to ensure it's free of heavy metals. Best coffee number 1. Coffee with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon. If collagen sounds powerful, just wait. The number 1 upgrade doesn't just protect your joints, it also sharpens your brain, steadies your blood sugar, and fuels your muscles all in 1 cup. This simple combination can take your morning from ordinary to extraordinary. Adding MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon creates a blend that energizes the brain, supports the heart, and helps preserve strength well into your 70s and beyond. Let's start with MCT oil. MCT stands for medium-chain triglycerides, a special fat made from coconut oil. Unlike most fats, MCTs go straight to the liver, where they're quickly converted into ketones, a clean energy source for both your brain and muscles. That matters because as we age, the brain becomes less efficient at using glucose, its usual fuel. This slowdown is linked to brain fog, memory slips, and even early cognitive decline. Ketones bypass that problem, providing steady energy directly to brain cells. In fact, a 2021 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that older adults who added MCT oil improved memory and mental flexibility by 31% in just 8 weeks. But the benefits don't end with the brain. MCT oil also helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce energy crashes, and encourage the body to burn fat instead of breaking down muscle, a key factor in preventing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle strength. Now let's look at Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon. Most cinnamon sold in stores is cassia, which contains higher levels of coumarin, a compound that can stress the liver if used daily. Ceylon cinnamon, by contrast, is milder, sweeter, and safe for everyday use. It's rich in cinnamaldehyde, a compound that improves insulin sensitivity, relaxes blood vessels to support circulation, and reduces inflammation tied to heart disease and joint pain. A 2022 meta-analysis in diabetes research and clinical practice found that daily Ceylon cinnamon lowered fasting blood sugar and cut triglycerides by up to 30% in older adults. Here's how to make it. Brew a medium roast coffee with filtered water, add 1 teaspoon of MCT oil, and half a teaspoon of ground Ceylon cinnamon. Blend for 20 seconds to create a creamy latte-like texture, or simply stir if you prefer it simple. Drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach to boost ketone production and mental clarity. Many older adults report sharper focus within 30 minutes, steady energy until lunchtime, and less stiffness in their joints after just a few weeks. Now, you've seen both sides, the coffees that can quietly harm your health, and the ones that can keep you sharp, strong, and energized well after 60. Making just a small change in what you drink each morning can protect your heart, support your memory, and give you steady energy for the day ahead. Thank you for spending this time with us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned and how you apply it in your life. Your comments inspire us to keep going. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to Elderly Health Tips and share. Your support makes it possible for us to continue creating content that informs and uplifts. We appreciate you watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.